Welcome to another vintage story tutorial. This time I wanted to talk to you about planting and growing pumpkins because they are a very unusual plant. So, your first problem is to find enough room for a pumpkin plant. Now I'm going to put one up here. So they grow from the mother plant, they will grow at least 4 to the side from either side. So I'm going to put my plant here. Right, now I want to make sure I've got 4 in this direction. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in that direction, and I'm going to shave the grass off. Then they can grow as they want. I've got 4 in that direction, and I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 in that direction. Now I'm going to give them the best start they can. I would not plant a pumpkin in medium earth. I would like to plant it in terra preta. So if I go and see, where's my terra preta? Yeah, and I think it's worth putting a terra preta for a pumpkin. All right, let's grab a hoe. And have I got water in my bucket? I haven't. So why don't we just grab a bucket of water, because I am going to put water. Now, ooh, fallen off that again. Right, so up here, I'm going to put my earth in there, and then I'm going to hoe it like that. Now, because these plants grow from the 4 sides, they will not grow from the corners, they grow from the 4 straight sides, and they may grow 4 outwards. What you don't want to do is to put your water where they will grow, which is a mistake I made last time. So the best thing to do is to put your water out to one side, and I'm going to put my, you make sure it's diagonal, put my water in there. So let's just go to control, yeah, there we go. Now that should water this terra preta quite happily. So we are ready to go and get a pumpkin seed, and just shaving all the grass off just to give it every single chance. So let's go and get our pumpkin seed. Now, pumpkin seeds are not seeds that you find growing in the wild. The only place you will find pumpkin seeds is in the loot vessels in ruins. So they are rare, and they are absolutely wonderful. They're bright orange, as you can see. And if I just go onto here, you can see, leave a lot of extra space. Yes, the required nutrient is P. So this is one of those rarer plants that wants potassium. So let's pop up here. Now see, I had my water in the wrong place here. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to move it in the hope, that I will get some more growth there. But in the meantime, there is our pumpkin seed planted. Now, hares do not eat pumpkin plants. Raccoons do not eat pumpkin plants. So we don't have to worry about fences or ditches or anything like that. We just have to worry about giving the plant what it needs. Oh, a temporal storm is approaching. Wonderful. Now, this is a plant that started to grow. The part in the middle where we planted the seed is called the mother plant, and it says that these are vines. It's a growing pumpkin vine. Now we don't know how far it's going to grow, but it's growing outwards. You don't need to put soil under this. It's taking its nutrient from the mother plant in the middle. So far I have growth on all four sides, and we need to wait and to see how that comes. But you can see that from a nutrient levels of 80 in Terra Preta, it has consumed the P down to 66. So it's used up some of the P. There is still P there, and we'll leave that little one to grow. Right guys, you can see that the pumpkin seed that we have planted has started to grow, and you can see also that P that was at 80 is now 76. It's starting to soak up nutrients. And also this pumpkin plant does not, yes it has, it's grown out again. So it's grown another, the vine has grown another block this way from there. That vine hasn't grown outwards. That vine hasn't grown outwards, and that vine hasn't, but it is looking very, very pretty because it has started to flower. Isn't that pretty? So let's see what happens next. Look guys, our little plant has started to grow out of these three sides. Has it grown out of the fourth side? Not yet, but the other plant is interesting. I was under the impression that these sides always grew straight, but look at this one. It's growing diagonally. So these things do grow in very different directions, and they have the most beautiful heart-shaped leaves. So it's an absolutely gorgeous plant. Look at this, reaching outwards. Loving this. Guys, good morning. Great news. I've just come out of my house to look at the pumpkins, and we have our first pumpkin growing. Isn't that wonderful? This one, of course, we planted later, so it's a little bit behind. Wow. But this one, yes, this is a lot further ahead, and isn't that exciting? Very, very nice. They're both looking good. Right guys, a little bit more progress. Our pumpkin is ripening. Now, how are we doing up here? This one is, ooh, look, we've got expanding and flowering. Look at this, guys. Looking beautiful. We like that a lot. Right guys, another day, and look at our pumpkin. Now, have we just grown the one? I suspect we probably have. But let's go and have a look at it. It's a windy day today. So, look at this. Wow. But we also have, that vine has withered. Oh, but we have another pumpkin growing over here. Oh ho, so some of the vines, and that vine has withered. Interesting. So we've got two pumpkins growing there. How are we doing up here? Ooh, this one's spread out a bit more. It's looking good, isn't it, guys? And it's got all the pretty flowers on it, so it's spread out too. Now I understand that they can go as far as 4. So, but you can see from the way they grow that they do spread out a lot. Right, well, we have one pumpkin. Now I believe that when we harvest this, we will be able to either eat it or make seeds out of it. Now I don't know how you can harvest these, so There we go, we can pick it up. Right guys, so having got our first pumpkin, I believe that if we put it with a knife, can we cut it? Yes, we can make pumpkin slices, so we can actually eat it. But I don't want to do that. I want to put it in the middle slot, and this will give me how many pumpkin seeds? 1. Right. So you can increase, if this one now matures and we get some off here, if we get 2 per vine, we can gradually increase the number of pumpkins. Well guys, our beautiful pumpkin vine is actually withered. So if we come round here now, the way I harvested this was just to just to left click on it with a bare hand. Now what may have occurred to some of you, and it occurred to me, is can I put the pumpkin down? I can. So we can actually use this for decoration if we want. How wonderful. So there are 3 ways to use it. A pumpkin can be used for decoration. It can be used to gain more another pumpkin seed, and I believe that each time it will only give 1, but let's check that. I put the pumpkin underneath there, and if I take that out, yeah, it just gives 1 seed. But if each plant gives 2 pumpkins, and we might be lucky and get a 3rd one off there, let's leave it there. And then up here we've progressed 2 this way, 1 that way. We have a withered vine there. Didn't like that bit. And oh, we've gone 3 this way. Oh, we're heading this way. Okay, so basically guys, if you give them enough space, then pumpkins should be all right. Now you do not have to plant them on terra preta. I, at the beginning of this video, said that I wouldn't waste medium soil, but if you've only got medium soil, plant them on medium soil. Excellent. So that's basically a few tips on growing pumpkins. We've shown you all the different stages it goes through, how much space they can actually take, and also how to harvest pumpkins and the 3 things you can do with them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye bye guys.